on a personal level, we all want to have an interaction with kind of like impact investing, right? Make a difference with what we do. But I think it's important for us to consider the fact that we are part of a bigger picture. And the bigger picture is happening all over the planet, okay? And you probably noticed there's lots of stirring on the planet. And there are many, many groups of people in different countries, north and south, who are seeing that what we need to do is change the way we feed ourselves in a big picture. We want to create a new paradigm of feeding ourselves, to see a picture of humanity caring for each other in a way that up until now hasn't been quite the case. So the way many, many people, and some of you probably know, like for instance in Northern Europe, right, and also in Southeast Asia, all kinds of places. Our friend of mine ran to be the president of the Philippines because he organized, right, a co-op there of 300,000 people, right, talking about new food systems, right, as an example, all over. And the main thing that comes to mind when I think about why we're here, and I know you've all given different consideration to the why, is that we want to treat each other, treat ourselves and each other and the planet in a new way. Up until now, it's been more the better, no matter how toxic it may be, how destructive it may be. But now we're all part of kind of like a new way of seeing our need is to be needed. In other words, we need to be part of a change, part of the solution, right? Part of a new picture of humans caring for each other, feeding each other. And that's pretty exciting to be part of that. And so what I was trying to come to was that, you know, impact investing is a way that's kind of like describes what we're about. That is Slow Money Maine. But you know, it's not, of course, it's not just investing, it's donating, right? It's sharing, it's all kinds of ways that you can be part of this impact dynamic of change, right? Of change. And I can speak for many, many people here who I know, as well as myself, is that, I'll go back for a second. In 1969, when I after 5 years of being a dropout, I decided that I wanted to be a farmer, right? And at that time, I didn't know anything at all. And all I thought was my own personal desire for what felt good to me. And I never considered money, right, or marketing or business, right? I only wanted to just grow good food and care for the earth. And now, the new young farmers that we're meeting are people who have an entirely different perspective, because their perspective is not only passion for growing food and caring for the earth and growing good food and non-toxic food, right? We'll put it that way, gently. Right? That gentle enough? But they're also people who have a larger picture. They're so much smarter than I was then. I know that. I mean, it's like amazing to meet so many young, smart people who are really thinking about what they're doing. Not only working hard physically with their hands in the soil, but working hard to creating a new picture for all of us, right? And it's very exciting to be part of Slow Money, not here to like just only boost Slow Money Maine, because we have Maine Organic Lenders, we have No Small Potatoes, there's a few other things going on. But the main reason why I so applaud Slow Money Maine is because bringing together, right, new young farmers. I didn't hear the ding, but you can tell me when to stop. You will. Okay. To bring together new, aspiring and doing young farmers, right, and with potential impact investors at the same time, It's an amazing, wonderful picture, right? If you think about it, that's what we're doing, you know? And this didn't happen in the 60s or the 70s, believe me, it did not happen. And that's why actually so many people who were on the land and growing food and even shipping it to New York in refrigerated trucks, which I did for a while, we failed, right? We failed because we weren't part of a network of people who really cared about what we were doing. We were so individualistic. And now we're part of a community, of a network of people who all sense, even if you don't know precisely the bigger picture, nor do I mean, we're trying to figure it out, but we sense there's something really important going on here. And it's very exciting. It really is, when you think about it. Like, we're part of this. You know, in 100 years from now, we're going to look back and say, that's Slow Money, Maine. Right? Look what they began to do. Right? And just a little state and far away. Most people don't even know where Maine is. They think it's in Vermont, you know. and it's very exciting to think. I like to think about long term because, you know, I'm getting close to 80, so I got to think of long term, right? And it's very exciting to think that some years in the future, there's going to be humans looking back at this time and saying, you know, those people, they were good-hearted, well-meaning people trying to do something valuable for the earth and for each other and for their community. But they didn't know what they were doing. You know? I mean, really, we're just bumbling around and a few $1 million here or there or whatever. It's like, it's nothing, you know, in comparison to the enormity of, right, industrial toxic agriculture attempting to feed people. So it's good to look at what we're doing from that perspective and see that, okay, we may not have all the answers, but we sure have a nice crowd of people. So.